on three, all of you tell me together what your responsibility is, all right? 1, 2, 3.
Cheese!
Exactly. You guys are handing out the cheese here at the Fall Festival?
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm handing out plates, napkins, bowls, spoons, and cheese and crackers.
All right. And Lacey, why did we get stuck with, why do we have the privilege of doing this?
Because we are in the leadership class.
All right, so you guys are members of the 2000 leadership class, right? Katie, what does leadership class mean?
It's just through the Chamber of Commerce, and you get selected through a process, and you have to be a senior to be in it. So, and we do a lot of neat stuff through the year.
And Cole, you're using the glove there as a balloon and as a protection for the people as they get their food.
Yeah, I like blowing up balloons.
Okay. So as people come through the line, you guys are going to be feeding them, right?
We're just handing them plates. Handing them cheese.
All right. You guys are going to, I hope you have some relief coming?
No.
Y'all are it?
Till 1.
Go 1. Do you know how many people you're going to serve?
Thousands.
Long day, huh? Yes. Thanks for volunteering. You remember the class of 43?
Yes.
And you guys have taken on a very special project.
Well, we think so. This old truck, you know, was born in 1927, and that's about the time the class of 43 was born.
Right.
So that's the reason we're taking a strong interest in it.
All right. And what have you got people doing here?
Well, of course, we're always taking a donation to help complete or refurbish it, but we also getting everybody to sand it a little bit so they can participate in reviving the old truck.
Well, it looks like a lot of fun, so you can give a donation of work or money.
Or both.
Or both. Excellent, yeah.
We've got some sandpaper for both of y'all if y'all would like to work on it just a minute too, and I'll take your picture.
Well, this is a great project for the class of 43.
We think so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, we're going to win the stew contest right over here.
Well, a lot of the class of 43 still in Sulphur Springs?
Oh, yeah. That's the group that's died. We've had 48 out of 123 that are not with us anymore. But, yeah, there's quite a few around.
So you guys just band together and go to work, huh?
Anything to get together.
All right. Thank you, sir. Staff photographer for the Fall Festival. That's kind of a unique opportunity, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. I'm enjoying myself. What a way to get paid.
You get to come to the festival and get paid for doing it.
Yes, sir.
What all have you been taking pictures of?
I've been here all week long. I started with the parade on Saturday and just been here throughout the week with all the different activities going on.
All right, and you've included your family in some of this?
Oh, just about all of it.
So this is kind of a unique opportunity. Is this the first time that they've hired one individual to do all of this?
I really don't know. I'm sure that they've hired others in the past. I'm sure they have.
I also noticed that in the photography contest, you won the grand prize.
I did.
That's a pretty good deal. Where was that picture taken?
That was in Galveston. That was my son Tanner when he was about 5 years old.
All right. So photography is more than a hobby?
Yes, sir.
At least you're going to make it more than a hobby.
I hope to. I'd like to.
Okay. Good deal. I'm almost scared to ask what the secret ingredient is in this.
Well, we ran out of ironute and had to add corn. You know, some of those fancy spices, well, we just added salt and pepper. But, you know, we Southern white witches, and we got to improvise. At Goodwill, we're used to improvising.
And the meat that we use for this?
It's beef. Yeah, it's chunky beef.
It's not one of the cats that we used for anything.
Oh, no. We love cats.
Well, this is an interesting stew site. Are you guys preparing for next October when we do this?
No, we're preparing for next month, Halloween. We're ready. We've got our scarecrow up out at the plant, so we're leading the bunch this year.
Okay, so this is sponsored by Goodwill?
Right. Goodwill, it's sponsored by Home Lumber Company. They do us every year.
Thank you. That looks good.
It's a great place.
You cook a pizza steak?
No, sir.
Are you having fun?
Yes, sir, I am. It's fun watching all these people cook stew, and it tastes pretty good.
You've tried some
Yes, sir.
already this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Were you the official taster or just doing it for fun?
The official taster.
What group were you with?
I was with the C group. They had a C group.
You're welcoming everyone to the town?
To the GSC Root Beer Saloon and town,
All right.
GSC territory.
And what kind of stew are we fixing today?
Chicken.
All right. Sounds like fun. Everybody participating, having a good time?
Everybody's participating, having a ball.
All right. And what all do we have set up here in town?
Well, we have our jail, and actually our stew cook is an inmate. Barbara is an inmate.
Okay.
And we have our blacksmith shop, and the blacksmith's gone to lunch, I think. And then we have our root beer saloon at the back. We have our tables, and we got a couple people over here playing cards, drinking a little root beer.
Why
Been playing the piano, lots of good music.
would the cook, or why would someone go to lunch somewhere else when you got stew here?
Well, they had to go get their tickets.
Oh, that's it. She looked authentic, huh? Are you the high sheriff in this?
No, this man right here is the sheriff. I just support him.
Oh, all right, we'll talk to the high sheriff then.
We're teaming up. We're going to arrest some drunks here in a minute.
You think they're going to get a little woozy on this root beer?
Maybe so.
All right. Well, I know GSC doesn't handle root beer, so we imported this from somewhere.
It's imported.
Did we have the ingredients for the stew, though? That's the big one.
Oh, yeah. Well, they worked hard to get the ingredients for the stew.
All right. So we put all that together.
Put it together. They went out last night, caught a lot of it, put it in there.
Should we ask what the meat is?
Well, last I heard was, didn't Mickey have an armadillo in his hand or something? Yeah.
So we blame this on the CEO.
Exactly.
Excellent. Good job. Right to the top. Thanks, guys. You're being very serious right now. Did she tell you not to move? Did she tell you not to move? Yeah. What did she want painted on?
Balloons.
Have you had a lot of customers today for this?
Quite a few. A lot of hair paintings.
I got 54. Oh no.
Yeah, that's too soft. How many more we have to go?
Jimmy? Doug, how are you doing?
Well, we're going to start with Mike Holloway over here. Mike, you're surrounded by politicians. Do you think this thing's going to be rigged?
Not a chance. The way these guys have been tasting it, it's going to be on the up and up.
You look like you're getting full, Dr. Henry.
I'm definitely full, but it's been very enjoyable, and every bowl was excellent. Very tough to grade. Now, is that a political answer or what?
I think you'll be with the school system for a while longer. Yeah, Sheriff, how about this? You know, are you ready to make any arrests?
Yeah, it's real good, and the big deal is whether I get something on this shirt or not. And if I can do it without it, they all owe me.
I think that's really what he's worried about. More than anything in the world, get something on that shirt.
That's what the wife told him before he left the house, I'm quite sure. Well, have you found anything you can pave a road with yet?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't, Jimmy.
This is really good.
Awful good stew. Very, very good. We need to do this more often.
You know, as I was coming up, I'll ask this to the lawyer here. As we were driving up, there was a plane flying over, and it was pulling a sign, and on the sign it said "Fly In." Was that a warning about the stew, or was that talking about the airport?
I think it was talking about the airport, because the stew is real good, Jimmy.
Is it?
I've enjoyed it, and we've tested the bouquet of each one of them too, and not that I'm a wine drinker or anything like that. This is not going to be on TV, I hope.
You just guaranteed it, right?
Okay. We've had a good time. It's been a lot of fun.
All right. But now here's the true connoisseur of good stew. This is a man who grew up in the Star Ridge, Green Pond area. Actually over Riley Springs, but we won't go there. I heard you saying one was just a little salty.
Just a tad, but it was good.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right. So you enjoyed it?
It came from Grocery Supply out of here, you know that.
I knew that was coming for some reason. I didn't know why. And Your Honor, being an old Riley Springs neighbor as children, we've had a few stew in our time.
We sure have.
So you're ready to judge this, and you think this is going to be fair and equitable?
Oh, absolutely. There's some real good stew here today. The one that I thought tasted best was the one that tasted like mine, so it's got to be a winner.
Okay, we're up to the first place down in the kitchen category, and this class is sponsored by Russell Supply Company. I believe he's working up here. He's still out here. He's serving as a judge today. He's still all vertical, and it looks like he's all right, so maybe we didn't get him taking 6 today. We appreciate our judges and taking their time to do this year. The winner in the first place chicken category is the team number 1, Nancy Fight, Becky Berry, Hopkins County Ag Chosen. We need somebody to go get a quart of stew from those folks.
Let's see Handy back there.
Number 1, first place, Hillside number 1, Nancy Fight, Becky Berry, sponsored by Hopkins County Ag Chosen.
They're going to get it.
Okay.
We're going to get it. We're bringing it.
Which one you want first?
I want the money. I'll take the flag. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. Hurry. Run, Emma. Run. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Some folks who came close, but not quite close enough, we went ahead and listed some honorable mentions this time. Honorable mentions include, in 4th place, Judy Hyman and Sharon Ailes, who were sponsored by the Town Square Florist. 5th place honorable mention, Garland Hayes and Brenda Hayes, sponsored by North Texas Wholesale Lumber. 6th place honorable mention was Nancy Baldwin and Teresa Stapleton, sponsored by Grocery Supply Company. 7th place honorable mention, Winston Sawyer and Jim Fry, sponsored by Sawyer Refrigeration Service. 8th place honorable mention went to Corey Bergen and Jonah Norton, Joe Bob's Incorporated were sponsored. 9th honorable mention was Gary Chapman and Joey Shelton, Brooklyn Food Store. And 10th honorable mention was Roger Alden and Sue Rogers in the class of 1943. And by the way, the class of 43 has sponsoring the move over there to raise money to restore the old. All right, the first place is the Blue category. First place is $300 prize. The first place team is Best Western KLSN, and for their presentation. The first place beef prize goes to site number 59, William Garner and Ivanelle Garner, and the sponsor is Abercrombie Body Shop. We need the Garners to bring a quart of stew, and I think they're way off in the corner over here behind the grocery store. William Garner and Ivanelle Garner, number 59, are the winners of the first place in this category. We need their quart of stew.
I'll keep the checks if they don't come up.
There's an opportunity for those. The campsite and costume prize is a $250 prize. The campsite and costume prize is a $250 prize, which was designed by Ocean Spring Canterbury. This was a category of those who have not won before. We also had a different costume prize, but we'll really get to this. But the winner of the campsite and costume prize, which is only one award for, and our first place is already awarded this one, is site number 69, Roland Hayes, Jim Hayes, and North Texas Wholesale Lumber, the sponsors of that. Roland Hayes
Fourth honorable mention is to Charlie Charles and Mary Charles, Henry W. Stevens, and Ronnie Charles in sponsor. And fifth honorable mention is Ricky Neal and Joel Ray Neal, sponsored by Sulphur Press 4. So we have a good round of folks in the Super Stew, and I know that's because we haven't carried away from judge, because they're all good. We have anybody?
Best stew in town.
Well, I don't know. It tasted pretty good again.
Well, you guys won the Super Stew. We had chicken or?
Chicken.
Yeah, chicken.
A lot of hours, a lot of secret ingredients.
Of course.
No secret ingredient?
No, it's just all of it thrown in together and what tastes good that day.
Well, this happened to be your day. You guys won a first place how long ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yes.
And that moved you into Super Stew?
Right.
And how'd you place last year?
Super
Won
Stew.
Super Stew last year.
Well, you guys have got the right mix for some reason.
Something's going good right now.
Do we use a specific type of wood in the fire?
No.
Whatever I can find over at the farm, whatever's cut.
Well, now your farm may be the whole secret to the thing, you know.
It's my in-laws' farm.
Well, congratulations on winning.
Thank you.
William Garner.
Avenel.
And you guys won first place beef. That's quite an honor. Any secret ingredients in this stew?
No.
Same way we've been cooking for about 14, 15 years. 17 years. And finally hit the right spot, I guess.
Right.
Same ingredients.
All right. You've been in the contest then for a number of years?
About 17 years, something like that.
You have a lot of fun with this?
Oh, yeah. That's the only reason I come out here, to have a lot of fun.
Have a lot of family and friends that join you with this?
Yes, sir.
How early did you start this morning?
We got here about 5:30. Takes a long day. Matter of fact, the starter went out on my pickup after I come down here last night and set up my tent. And when I got back home, and pickup wouldn't crank, starter went out on it. I had to get that changed last night before I could come out here this morning.
Well, you have had a long day then.
Yeah, it was.
Congratulations on winning. You guys will be in the Super Stew contest next year. That's going to be a pretty big challenge, isn't it?
I guess so. Never been there.
Y'all line up right in here.
Okay, while we're waiting, we're going to talk about first place chicken winners here. You guys did quite well.
Thank you. Thank you.
This isn't a 42 tournament. How come you won this one?
We didn't cheat in this one.
No cheating in the stew contest. All right. Secret ingredient, Ricky?
Yes. Yes.
We don't give our secrets out, Jimmy.
That's right. We don't reveal. We don't reveal our secrets.
Well, that's typical politician, school board member, isn't it? All right, thank you.
Smoked out.
You ready? Well, Bob, have we got the stew ready?
It looks like it's pretty ready, Jimmy. Sure does.
Well, we're putting the fire out, are we?
We're putting the fire out because we feel like the pot's hot enough to take it from here on out.
That must be KSST.
Santa.
Now, Colwell Banker, how many years have you guys been doing this?
This is really our first year as a group to be doing it. But I've helped on them before, a couple of them.
Right. Does this give you the opportunity to win again?
Could give me a little edge.
Well, it looks like you guys are having a lot of fun. It looks like we've got David doing all the work.
We got a good crew out here this morning.
All right. Well, everybody's got to play their role, David. Ready?
I guess she's going to insist on standing in the shade.
Yeah, she probably will.
I want you to have to adjust your stuff then.
You ready? Well, it's your fault, huh?
It's all my fault. I made them do it.
And why did we make them do it?
Oh, well, we've always had a booth inside, so we thought we'd change and try cooking some stew. So we'll see if we did it.
Well, is the stew business as good as the real estate business?
I think real estate's a little better right now. We'll see after the judging.
All right, good.
There he is. What's that, you guys? I don't know.
How's it going?
About what I want, you know.
Okay. So how are ticket sales going?
Going good. He might be
put me on there.
Are we selling a lot of tickets today?
We're selling lots of tickets. Are we? I hope there's enough stew for all the tickets we sold.
Well, very good. And so we have a lot of people here enjoying, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And are you enjoying this?
Oh, definitely.
All right. Are you cooking stew?
No, I'm just going to eat it. I'm just going to eat it.
Nothing like being surprised by family.
We're liking it. We're liking it. What's this do,
He will take your money, but he won't give you nothing back.
Nice.
I could have sold it now.
Hello.
You get half a bowl, you got to eat quick.
So are we getting ready to serve Hopkins County Stew?
Yeah, we started at 11.
So it looks like y'all are going to have a lot of fun here. And what's your job in all of this?
I get 3 pieces of cheese, 2 crackers, and a spoon.
And what do you do with it?
Put it in the bowl so it doesn't blow out.
What's your job?
I get the plates and the napkins and the bowls ready.
So we got a little assembly line going here then. Well, here's the downlink of the assembly line. What do you do?
I'm moving the plates around, putting them all on the tables.
So you're practicing for future when you have to move furniture, right?
True, yeah.
All right, let's go down here. Well, is this the head of the line or is this a separate line altogether?
This is just a separate line altogether.
Well, it looks like it's a one-man line.
It is right now.
Well, after quarterbacking last night's game, do you think it's fair to make you work today?
It doesn't matter to me. It's fine.
How's the arm?
It's fine.
Not sore?
No, it's not sore.
Much chunking as you did last night? I figured you'd be sore.
No, it's not sore.
All right, good. What do you do?
I'm just putting cheese in at this point.
All right. Does this feel like a heavy responsibility?
It's not too bad.
All right. Now, you guys are all with the leadership class for the chamber and high school leadership, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. What have you guys had a chance to do so far?
This is the first thing we've done. Wednesday, we're going to go to the ropes course in Paris, and that'll be the first event we do for leadership.
All right. So that's where you're going to learn about teamwork and trusting each other. It looks like we've got a lot of teamwork and trust going here.
Sir, little chain line right here.
I guess the community is going to have to trust you guys to make sure you washed your hands before you grab the cheese, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Buzzy, what's going on, man? Y'all cooking stew? Excuse me, what? Have fun, man. Here. Okay, who's in charge of this? Over here. Now the t-shirts say 5 crazy cooks, but I count more than 5 t-shirts.
Well, it's all 5 of us, these 4 here and then me. And we've done, this is our 2nd year to do this.
Oh, is it? And how'd you do last year?
Well, we had made a good stew. It was all gone by the end thing, but we didn't win.
All right.
We're hoping this year.
Counting on this year to win. Did you change the recipe any?
Just a little.
What'd you do different?
Well, should we tell them? Yeah.
It's a little spicier. A little
It's
spicier?
a little spicier, a little more sweeter maybe sometimes.
So sweet and sour, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
It's Chinese stew, what?
Oh, no.
Okay. All-American stew?
All Hopkins County.
All Hopkins County stew. All right. Well, looks like y'all are having a good time here, playing a little music and singing as you cook. Are you serenading the stew?
We're hoping so. We're trying to bless it.
Is this beef stew or chicken stew?
It's chicken stew.
Well, if it were beef stew, I could understand why you'd sing to it, but I'm not sure why you would sing to chicken.
Well, I don't know either.
Who's sponsoring you guys?
The Christian Bookstore and Our Daily Bread.
All right. Thanks, guys. I heard you. That's why I took it. So, let's go talk to Dad. Ready?
Jimmy Place.
Are we selling tickets, guys?
Yes, sir. Many tickets ready to go. The line is forming quickly.
They're letting y'all sell tickets. The last two we interviewed selling tickets were, how shall we say, a lot cuter.
Oh, well, thanks. We'll hold our we'll hold our comments to ourselves on the reply to that. We won't qualify that with us.
Y'all don't want to reply to that?
No, thank you.
All right. Well, but sales are going good.
Yes, they are.
Ticket sales are good. The quart sales are up this year, so a lot of people buying quarts to take home with them. You can buy a quart for $7, go to any campsite, fill it up, and take it with you.
There you go. That'll work. Well, Mary, are they making you sell tickets too?
Well, you know they're making me sell these tickets. There's not anything, though, I'd rather do than to sell a ticket today.
Well, it's Hopkins County Stew.
Isn't that the truth, except maybe go see one of my horses run today, and here I am at a stew cook-off.
Well, have you got one running today?
I have one running tonight and two tomorrow night.
All right. Well, you can at least make it for tomorrow night, huh?
Oh, I'm going to try to make it next week.
Where,
much fun here.
Where are yours primarily running?
Remington Park, not Remington, some in Remington, some down at San Antonio, Retama, and Louisiana, Bossier City.
All right. Well, you know, but who can miss a Hopkins County Stew Day? It's like a family reunion, isn't it?
Isn't this wonderful? And the weather is so nice and cool today. It's a family reunion every fall.
It is.
Good to see you.
Ready to go home now? How y'all doing today?
All right, how are y'all?
We're good.
Good.
Hey, hold her head up. I think she's smelling alfalfa. Wants to go back to the barn. Yeah. I'll be my first.
Amber.
He wants right behind me.
Oh, he is?
How y'all
I'm
doing?
fixing to. Pretty good.
Fix to try stew, huh?
Yeah.
James don't like stew.
Well, Bush Cheney, eh? Bush Cheney. Good. All right.
Where y'all going?
Serious
Hey,
stuff.
Jamie. Y'all having fun this morning?
Fine, JD. How are you?
All right.
How are you?
Y'all enjoy the ball game last night?
Oh, yes.
That was a dandy one.
That was great.
I wondered where you guys were.
Working.
It's like, well, heck, we're already tasting. There's nobody over here. Oh, they got rated there.
Trying to run them off, are you, Jeff? Bet either.
I got all the
We noticed. Well, this looks like an official crew here.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Joe Bob. How are you?
Fine.
Mark, how's it
How
going?
are you?
How's the stew?
Wonderful. Ready.
I can tell by the look on your face.
It's absolutely wonderful. It's a hard job here.
Well, you know, after a day of tasting stew, what does a state representative do?
Well, actually, today he goes back home and speaks to a group. But well, after that, he would go home and hit the couch and take a nap because he's going to be full.
Well, it's tasting pretty good.
Yes.
Good. Excuse me. Tom, how's the stew?
That's great. Great day, isn't it?
Oh, it's a gorgeous day.
Absolutely beautiful.
Timing and...
If you haven't spent a day in the fall or spring in East Texas like this, you haven't lived.
This is true. Now, did the Texas legislature vote this in as a good day?
We did. We declared this day, I believe it's September the 16th of every year, will be just like this in Hopkins County.
There you go. Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. It's great.
All right.
Thanks for having us up here.
Thanks for doing this. Well, Joe Bob, you're sitting here. You know, hospital board's about the only thing you've run for here lately. Are you feeling political aspirations with this crew?
Oh, no. They've convinced me that's not a good thing to do.
Well, especially state representative, right? They're trying to protect their jobs, right?
That's right. And see, he's going back to Paris to talk to a ladies group. I'm going to go home after this and take a nap.
Well, is stew tasting pretty good?
Great. We're in the previous champions here. So they're really good.
All right, good deal. Well, you're sitting in quite an interesting crew here. How did you get the option of doing the Super Stew?
I was a judge 2 years ago, and this is my second time judging the stews, so I guess that's how I got in the Super Stews.
There you go. A little experience goes a long way, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Thanks.
Yeah, I think it's we're going to crisscross. Oh, but
Well,
they taste
yeah.
it.
Gotta get this white shirt on, Richard.
You came with a white shirt again this year after having done this before.
I'm trying for 2 in a row. I didn't get any last year on me, so I'm gonna try again just to see.
Not only sheriff, but neat. You know, you changed the uniforms for the department, and now you're still showing neatness.
You know, we tried.
Now you guys are judging beef here?
Yes. One or two good ones that are real good.
All right, very good. Who's helping you here?
This is Jay Fersen.
That's right.
Where are you from, Jay?
I'm from Dallas. I'm with Architects as we're working on the courthouse here in town.
Right. So they just drafted you into helping with this?
Yes, I'm the celebrity judge, you might say. Celebrity.
Well, how's the beef?
Some of it's really good and some of it's really not.
Well, at least he's an honest man. Ronnie, you've tasted Hopkins County Stew just about all your life, I would think.
Yeah, I've been out here many years, cooked several times. I'm more of a chicken man, but I'm judging the beef here. So, but like Jay said, there's been some very good ones, and there's been a few that maybe not so good, but they're all doing a good effort.
You know, it just depends on which cow they killed for it.
That's exactly right.
All right, thanks, man. You guys.
Great. Everyone's a winner.
All right, everybody's having a good time here, it looks like. Now, you're from Grapevine, and you guys have a big festival there.
That's right. We just finished our big Grape Fest last weekend, and I'm sitting here trying to decide which wine goes best with stew.
Well, you know,
with the chicken.
Well, certainly. Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun to try to combine those two contests, wouldn't it?
I think that might be in the cards here.
All right. That would be something that would be a lot of fun. Now, Bo, you're with Festivals of Texas.
Yes, we're a magazine about festivals all over the state of Texas.
Right, and so you're here as a judge and getting an opportunity to experience Fall Festival.
I tell you what, everyone's a winner as far as I've seen so far. They're all great.
Is this something you can write home about?
Yeah, I'm amazed at how many really serious stew cookers there are out here, and all the equipment is great.
Well, people in Hopkins County take their stew seriously, let me tell you. Thank you. Is that a player?
About 8 different sacks.
Unveiling of the all-new Chrysler product. Chrysler Sebring, guaranteed to be a car winning
called the Motor Trend Car of the Year. Gather round, gather round. There has been a slight delay, but we're waiting on the all new pickup trucks to show up for the giving away. There's a 2-minute delay. But gather round, the unveiling is getting ready to happen. Gather round, gather round.
Can you interview me?
And talk at the same time.
Don't eat the stew because my finger is in it.
Was it a good interview? Did she tell you lots of
That's what you try to get
Don't eat my stew because my finger's in it.
Shut up.
Wow, that was great. Y'all get on my nerves.
You passed that way.
Oh, that was good.
He hit somebody else.
Hey, watch this.
Supposed to boil. Supposed to kill all those leaves that fell out of the trees.
I get some. I get a little piece of meat. I want to taste the meat.
Okay.
Just one little piece of meat.
Okay,
Say hi to him.
hey, that's Nate.
Thank you. That's one little piece of meat. That's all I asked for.
Well, that was nice.
Yes, exactly. Partly.
I was like, I told you one like, you said, oh, I need two. You know, you're supposed to stay here now. At least that.
Are you bad?
I figure.
There's a face ad.
We had a minute away.
He's not even looking.
Over here. I can see his finger over here. Wait a minute. Oh, go behind him. Go behind him. We came in.
You've been trying to call him and they didn't answer.
I'm just gonna stand here until you say hi.
Hi. Can you say hi, Alyssa?
No, sure.
Good job. Let's go.
That looks good.
Want some?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't stir it up much. I want the essence.
Okay.
whatever falls to the bottom.
That's why we came late, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Just one little difference.
Oh, that's good looking. That's got a little sustenance to it.
And I want some of those potatoes.
We've been working on ours since 5:30.
Boy, it's cooked down. Looks good.
Looks wonderful.
That's it. That's enough.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay, if you can hold it, can I put a lid on it?
You're welcome.
I don't want to burn you.
Nah.
And they're done that.
All morning long. There you go.
Right there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
When that happens.
Boy, it's a great day. I don't know who ordered this weather, but we'll put in our order right now for next year. So first thing we want to do is welcome everybody out here today. We'll make sure that we appreciate the cooks, all the people that come out to eat with us. We just appreciate you supporting the chamber. I got the winners in my hands. If anybody don't want to know what they are, we'll get around to that later.
$10. Look at 20, now 30, now 40. You get $40, $40, 40, and now 50. You get $50 bid. 40 to 50, that's for 2 tickets. 40 to 50, $50 amount. You get 50, $40, $50 amount, 50. 40. Don't y'all get away now without paying up here. Pat Potts got those tickets. Well, let's see, I sold them 3 times. Terry paid 70, he paid 60, and he paid 50. Yeah, there. So, $180.
y'all supporting that and buying those tickets. Now on to what we're all out here for. I want to announce the stew winners for the year 2000 for the 30th annual Hopkins County Stew Contest. I'm going to start in the beef category. Third place beef, site number 68. Sponsor is Nordstrom Valves Incorporated. Cooks are Jerry Fleming and Gerald Garner. Please come forward. Congratulations. Y'all take that.
Okay. Bless you. Thank you. All right, I need to go.
Just hang around.
Let me ask all the winners. Let me ask all the winners that we announced. Please go to the south side. We appreciate it. Okay.
Well, it didn't work.
That worked well. All the winners that we announced, please go to the south side of the gazebo. With the lights on. If you're a winner, go to the south side of the gazebo and we'll take a picture. Thank you and enjoy that stew. We're moving on. Second place beef. Site number 99. East Caney Cattle Company. Ronald Willis and Larry O. I'll come right on up. Congratulations.
He's back.
Go right through there if you would.
Congratulations, man. You don't want to get away very far, will you? No, don't run off.
Thank you, Fred. Enjoy that quarter stew. We're getting right on down to the first place beef. That's site number 79, Contech Construction. Keith Clayton and Melvin Clayton. Y'all come right on up. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations. You bet. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Monty. Thank you, Walker Hart. There's lots of good pots of stew out there, and that's only 3 that we mentioned, but we had a few honorable mentions, and I want to make sure and recognize those also. Honorable mention this year in the beef category was site number 54 with feeder supply was Pam Cannett and Dottie Green. Also honorable mention was site number 84, the VFW, with Red Roper and Tom Miller. Also honorable mention was site number 17 with Goble Mare Auto Group with Barbara Lennox and Sunan Goble. One other honorable mention in the beef category was site number 52 was Wade Bartley Appraisal and Auction with Janie Thompson and Margaret Dowdy. Boy, that's another good pot to stew. Before I get off of the beef category, I wanted to make sure and thank Regal Office for sponsoring our third place beef and giving us the prize money for it. Custom Shutters for giving our second place beef prize money. And Best Western are giving our first place beef prize money. We appreciate those sponsors. On to the chicken category. There's lots of good pots of chicken stew out there. I still see a few people eating. We're going to wait till they get through. Is that okay? Oh. Then I guess we'll move on. We're going to start with our third place chicken. And this prize is sponsored by Brookshire's Food Stores. We appreciate that sponsor.
Tyson for being a corporate sponsor as well.
We also want to thank Tyson Foods for being a corporate sponsor of us. And our winners, we're going to give them a little chicken. I think they'll take it home and put it on their mantle. I think it'll be a great Christmas present.
Put it in next year's stew.
And maybe even use it next year's stew. Third place chicken. Site number 11, Guarantee Bank, Carolyn Neighbors, and Sherry Jennings. Congratulations, lady. Hold on just a minute. Y'all sit right there.
Pet chicken. Check, and also your plaque, and we thank y'all for cooking. Congratulations.
And now we're going to sell that quarter. All right, thank you. That's one more we've gotten sold. We're moving on. Second place chicken. Site number 51, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, Angus Sterrett and Todd Tinsley. Would y'all please come forward? Come on, Miss
This is yours. Okay.
I'll say right quick, we're sponsored by Holiday Inn. What's first place? First place chicken prize. We're going to move on to first place chicken. This prize is sponsored by a grocery supply company, and we appreciate that sponsorship. First place chicken in this year's stew contest. Site number 71, Little Miracle Plant Farm, Wayne Caldwell and Jeff Caldwell.
Congratulations, folks. Can we put that up?
Congratulations, boys. Come on up.
Okay.
Yeah. As I said before we got into this category, there's a lot of good chicken stew out there. And we had a few honorable mentions. I want to make sure and mention those. Honorable mentions this year in the chicken category was site number 42, Hometown Carpets, with Steve Littlefield and Bob Littlefield. Also honorable mention was site number 90, Mark Baker Sand and Gravel and Martindale Feed, with Sherry Baker and Sharon Stewart.
Thank you.
One of the other honorable mentions was site number 97, Sulphur Springs Vision Center, which was Ronald Willis and Jeannie Schwatzer. Jeannie Schwatzer, thank you.
Congratulations to you.
One last honorable mention was site number 65, Larry Vitito Trucking, was Terry Gregg and Rodney Hart. Congratulations to those also. All right, we have a few more awards. We had a lot of people come out, really play the part of cooking stew. They dressed up, and there's a lot of campsites that really make this whole effort a great place to be on a Saturday morning in September. We appreciate them coming out and dressing the part. I'm going to start with the honorable mention. No, I'm sorry, I'm going to start with the winner of this year's campsite costume. And that's going to be site number 31, Professional Land Title in Franklin County Abstract. That's Pat Gerald and Annelle Gerald. And that prize is going to be sponsored by Advantage Coffee System and Dizon Hosting Farm. Will the Geralds come forward?
Congratulations, y'all.
Congratulations.
Y'all did a fantastic job. Y'all all did a great job. Y'all step back through here.
Y'all just step right through here.
Come right on through. Y'all just outdid yourselves.
Before I said I want to mention a few honorable mentions. Costume, campsite costume sites. Honorable mention was site number 13, Apple Tree Acres Child Care and Learning Center, and site number 16, Carriage House Nursing Home. Y'all come forward, we have a ribbon for you. We appreciate your efforts. tell you there's a lot of winners that compete every year, and that's in our super category. And our first super category this year is going to be the super campsite costume category. The winner this year in the super campsite costume category is site number 27, North Texas Wholesale Lumber, with Garland Hayes and Brenda Hayes. Y'all please come forward.
Way to go, Garland. Yeah. Oh, congratulations again. Yes, sir. Y'all, I'm going to give her the money and give you the flag. Works for me.
Congratulations.
Back here for a picture.
Congratulations. Thank you, Garland. We've got many other winners in that category also, but there was a couple there that we had honorable mention. And that was site number 21, Grocery Supply Company, and site number 96, Swatsville Incorporated. Would y'all please come forward also? Would y'all come right on through here and get your picture taken, please?
Congratulations, y'all.
Now for the big prize this year, it's a Super Stew. This is a category of previous winners, and there's a lot of Super Stews out there that are really good, and I think many of you have probably tried some of those. We have one winner this year, and Super Stew is sponsored by the Coca-Cola Company and Jackson Motors. Super Stew category this year is site number 1, Hopkins County Ag Services Incorporated, Nancy Fight and Becky Berry. Would y'all please come forward? Did you bring a quarter stew? Did you bring a quarter stew?
They're going after it. We didn't want to cheat.
You didn't want
Thank you. We've got it. Chicken. Chicken.
Give her a chicken. Give them both a chicken.
Oh, thank you.
Hang on a minute, we're going to offer this to you all.
Be like what?
Huh?
You'll be like what?
Yes.
He's not recording.
Is it her birthday?
It's my birthday today.
Can we sing happy birthday to her?
You certainly can.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rachel. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, it's her birthday.
Thank you.
Bye.
Get out.
You don't promise what's in it.
I don't eat stew.
I don't think you eat. I wish I was as skinny as you are. I think the rainwater kind of made it a little bit dim. But that's okay. Mine's never that thin. still a pretty day. Weather's cool.
It is so cool.
I can't get where it's not hot.
I know. That fire got to go.
You're about as united as any man I've ever seen. He told me to.
You're selling it to some subversive or something.
I got it.
All right, be sure to show that, let the people see it.
Oh, I thought you were saying the rest. No, I hate that. See you later. But we tried several,
Well, he needs to.
We're not recording, are we?
Oh yeah, this is gonna be. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Well, Elise, how did the auction go last night?
Well, it was great. We had not a whole lot of people there, but they were willing to buy, and we did it was good. We cleared about $5,000. That's after all expenses, which was more than we expected because of all the tragedy in the country, so we are thrilled. We will have another one, though, so be prepared.
Well, and have you set a date for the next one?
No, it'll be sometime in April, we think, but we're not just really sure.
Did you sell everything you had?
Everything we had. There was not a thing left over.
Well, were there a lot of people out here last night?
Not a whole lot. Not as much as we would have liked, but it did go well, and everybody was real enthused about the courthouse, so that's what we're looking for, the publicity and getting the interest in the community. That's the point.
Well, you know, you really had some nice donations for this.
Oh, we had all kinds of, we even had Pete the donkey. And in fact, we almost got our county judge because we almost sold it to him while he was out of town, but we didn't. We did have several beautiful quilts. We had a lot of gift certificates around town for services, which people really like those. We had a few trips. We had a lot of pretties for the house, a lot of things for kids. Well, not a lot of things for kids, but a few things for kids. And then we had a really nice smoker and a nice grill. We just had some great things.
Well, it was a lot of fun for everybody who was involved, and I'm sure you and your committee are going to be revved up for the next fundraiser, whether it's an auction or not.
That's right, and we had some great volunteers, and I want to thank them. They have done a terrific job. I really appreciate them.
Now, what are you doing today as a member of the chamber and involved in this?
Since I'm so quiet, I usually meet and greet people, and that's my job today. I get to go by and say hi to everybody and see if they have any complaints and just say hi.
This is a real stretch for someone as bashful as you, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty shy.
Okay, who's chief scout for this group?
I think they're all over there.
Let's see.
Just wait.
Aren't you an officer with you?
No. Next year we put him in a wig.
Let's talk. Turn around. Turn around. Oh, come here. Oh, no. Ready? Well, we changed this year, didn't we?
Yeah, we decided saloon girls were out of style. We're now New Age Indians.
Well, tell us about your camp here.
Well, we decided we wanted to do something a little different. So we built us some tents with the help of our people at GSC and gathered up all of our gear, and we've got our pelts and got our stew cooking, and somebody's already eaten the rabbit.
Oh, no.
That was on that fire. We've got our canoe. We're ready to go down the river.
All right.
We've got a sick child over there on the litter.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And have our backdrop, mountains.
Excellent. So what kind of stew have we got here? Is this chicken? All right. It's not like Roadrunner chicken or anything, is it?
Not telling.
Oh, okay. I don't blame you for that.
The ingredients. No.
Well, at least everyone's having a good time.
We're having a ball. Yeah.
Were you all out here early this morning or from last night?
About 5:30 this morning. Out here setting up yesterday.
All right.
But it takes it. We enjoy it. We have fun at it.
Who had the concession on hair dye or these wigs?
We're not sure. Actually, I think they were Halloween wigs to start out with. We had to get creative and braid.
Nothing like a little creativity, huh?
Right,
right. Thanks.
Everybody got involved on that.
I bet. Look, Megan? Yeah. Now, you guys are supposed to be helping, right?
Yes, we are in a little bit.
What are y'all doing here?
We're gonna serve the plates and spoons to the people that come.
Obviously not helping to prepare the plates and spoons for the people.
Prepare, serve.
We started it off. We just get everything together, and
we're waiting.
They kind of help themselves, and we just kind of monitor what they're doing.
Well, it looks to me like all the adults are doing the work here. What's the older adults?
They know more.
They know what they're doing.
Yes.
We're just waiting for them to tell us what to do.
Y'all are just going to smile, look pretty, and go, enjoy.
Yes. Yes.
Who's in charge?
Plus, I ate it a little too early. The potatoes weren't quite done.
Are you taking our stew?
Yes, I'm going to. Ricky, they're looking for somebody.
Ricky, they want to talk to you here.
They're giving their stew in. Actually, the cooks are.
Yes, sir.
So, whose campfire is this?
This is the Coca-Cola, the real thing, right here on this side, the beef. And over here on this chicken side over here, this is also Coca-Cola, but it's not quite the real thing as we are.
So you guys are the classic, and they are the.
Yeah, they're more like the old new Coke, and we are the classic.
All right. Well, you know, it's kind of hard to tell that you guys are with Coca-Cola.
We would die hard Coca-Cola. This is the main cook right here, is Reggie McDonald.
All right.
That's Jeanette. Lloyd Buck, better known as MB. That's my wife Deborah, and that's Adam. I'm not going to introduce none of that side over there. They can speak for themselves. I mean, that's
so there's
most of them. Look, that's the only one they got left. The rest of them went and hid.
So you're basically saying that you guys are kind of at odds with one another here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
We've got a line drawn right there. They can't cross our line.
All right. Well, that basically means that if Coca-Cola's at odds here, then there's no room for anyone else?
Oh, everybody else is welcome. Welcome. Just if they want to eat some good beef stew, come to this side. And if they want to risk whatever, then they can go over there and eat with them.
All right. Well, let's get a word from the other side here. I know you don't want to talk, but any words of rebuttal here?
Just a few minutes. They'll be here.
Hey, now, but wait a minute. I worked real hard on those potatoes and onions.
Are you the one that did it?
Yeah.
Well, rebuttal with them.
Y'all need to wait for the head cook.
Yeah, hey, y'all just wait around here for a minute. They'll be back.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, man, what's up?
What do you know?
Not enough. What's going on?
Not much.
This is a super stew side, eh?
Yes, sir. We won it last year.
Right. And are we preparing the exact same stew as last year?
As close as possible. But I think it tastes a little different, so I don't know. We'll see. We're hoping it's the same.
You know, when you cook over an open fire, it's awfully tough to have it taste the same every year.
It's kind of weird. You can use the same ingredients every year, but it's got a little bit different taste, a little bit different kick sometimes, you know. So I don't know. We'll just do the best we can.
Well, it's a high humid day. Do you think that's going to have a big difference in the taste for you?
I'm afraid it's going to have a difference in the turnouts, what I'm worried about, but I don't think it'll bother the taste.
Now, whose side is this?
This is Contec. We're sponsored by Contec.
All right. And you've got a lot of help here, it looks like.
Yeah, I've got my brother, of course, helps me, and then my wife, and then Kim Reagan's helping. We have two helpers, or my brother and I, and two helpers.
All right.
So we're having a good time, though.
Well, been out here long?
We've been out here since 5:30, so it's getting a little bit smoky.
Early enough.
Yeah, but it's fun. We're having a good time.
Who's in charge?
In charge.
Over here.
He's the one.
All right.
Come join me. Well, that's all right. We'll cut his out and let him use ours.
You have to kind of help me.
Oh, you'll be fine.
You have to kind
You'll
of
be
help me.
fine. You ready? All right. Now, you guys have cooked all night.
Yes, sir. We started Thursday afternoon about 2 o'clock cooking briskets. And then we started our hams Friday morning and our beans. We had a big cookout out here last night. 4 briskets, 5 hams, 3 pork loins, 20 pound of links, 20 pound of beans. He cooked 20 pound of fajita meat. My mother made brownies, cornbread, and blackberry cobbler. And we had links and chicken. We're doing the chicken on the grill.
Well, let's talk about your stew. What have you got there?
We got beef stew.
All right. And it's a super stew site, right?
Yes, sir, super. I tried to not enter this year. They said, oh, heck, go ahead one more time. We've done one twice, so.
Well, you know, this has got to be a lot of fun for you guys to come out as...
Woo, this is fun, isn't it, GH?
Looks like a dead chicken. What causes you to want to be out here for 2 days or 3 to cook?
Just to meet all these nice folks from all over. And then you meet them, and next year they come back and visit with you and bring their friends. And, you know, it's a way of meeting new people and seeing people you hadn't seen all year, and kind of like a little county reunion, we call it. And then to show off some of your cooking skills. My mother cooks in the Dutch ovens, and my sister, and that's my assistant over there, Adam. We got little Buffalo running around.
You know, you've got some really neat equipment here. How long has it taken you to put all this together?
48 years, yeah.
So just started collecting at an early age?
The day I was born, I started collecting. I said, and I told one lady, she said, that looked like a kitchen. I said, well, I always wanted a house. Now a kitchen, now I just need the house.
Well, did any of this come from a love of the Old West and campfire cooking and that kind of
guess it's called them old black and white movies, you know, Hopalong Casted, Lone Ranger, Tonto, Zorro, you know, them little old guys. When you had nothing else to do, didn't have the money to go pay a quarter, so you put that bed spring up on top of the house and hoped you could get a signal. Of course, it was wobbly, but, you know, it made the horses kind of do this and that.
Lived in Hopkins County all your life?
Yes, sir, 48 years.
And what part of Hopkins County?
Northeast, best part of the county, you know, northeast.
Sulphur Bluff, Birthright?
Dyke, yeah.
Okay, all right.
East Dyke, really, but, you know.
Okay, that'll work.
Yes, sir, we thank you.
Huh?
Well, Red, are you in charge of this one?
Well, I guess you can say that.
Let me get downwind.
Yeah, get out of the smoke.
Upwind. Ready? Okay. Well, who are you cooking for, Red?
VFW, 8560.
Well, pretty good group, huh?
Yeah, it's a darn good group. Sure is, right. Good bunch of people.
Well, I'm sure you had a lot to talk about this weekend, haven't you?
We sure have. You bet. You bet. It's been a weekend that we won't ever forget.
Tell us about your stew.
Well, we're cooking beef, and we got out here at 3 o'clock this morning and got it cooked, and it's been simmering all this time. So we think it's good. I don't know about the judges, but we think it's good.
Keeping it stirred pretty good?
Oh, yeah, you bet. Right.
All right. Any secret ingredients?
No, just seasoned taste.
Just good old stew.
Good old stew, right.
Oh, that's good. As you guys have reflected on this weekend, people have been thinking about the past or the present?
Oh, Lord, yeah, you bet, you bet. It's actually, it's another Pearl Harbor, or worse than Pearl Harbor. You bet. It brings back old memories. And us veterans that was in World War II, we can really, you know, be associated with that.
Kind of stirs up the fight in you?
It sure does, right. Right, and there's something that needs to be done about it. They've opened the borders to everybody and let them come in. We need to stop that.
Thank you, Red.
You bet.
Appreciate you.
You bet.
Like the man from KST.
Here.
Ready? All right. Well, hello. How are you today?
Just fine. Thank
Excellent. Tell me about your stew.
Well, this is chicken stew. This is actually the ladies from the Extension Club. It's the best.
Yeah.
Try it.
Best.
It is. All right. Well, and you guys are with the Extension Club?
Yes.
All right. Which one?
Janie Crump. It's the TEEA.
All right.
It's out of their office.
All right. Well, look, everybody's dressed up so nicely. Did you guys make some of these outfits that you have?
We did.
All right. Tell me about your bonnet.
Oh, it's old, but I made it.
How long ago?
It's been about 4 years.
Well, it's lasted well, huh? Is this your dress bonnet?
No.
This is the work bonnet.
This occasionally, Bonnie.
All right.
There's a club in Dallas and all, and it's just occasionally I wear it.
Well, you guys wearing denim today, was this on purpose or?
Yes, the old time.
Old time. So.
Yep.
All right. I see both of you have your red, white, and blue on with this too.
That's right. Supporting America and all of the victims up there.
Thanks.
Good morning.
How do we have so many campfires with so many firemen standing around? You'd think these guys would be rushing to put these fires out.
Not when they're cooking something to eat. You know how firemen are. We like to eat.
This your stew site?
This is fire department's pot. It's sponsored by Comfort Sweets. While you're here, I'd like you to turn around and get a little shot of our memorial, if you would. This is in relations to the firefighters that lost their lives in New York, so we thought it fitting that we fly our flag at half-mast from a pike pole with a little memorial set up for them.
Well, that you never forget about those things, do you?
No, we don't. They stay with us forever.
Well, the bell ceremony yesterday was a very moving experience for those who were attending it.
Yes, like I said, it's on everyone's mind. It's not something that you get over soon, and really I think it ought to stay in everyone's mind.
Well, let's change the subject and talk about your stew just a little bit. What kind of?
It's chicken.
Chicken? All
yes.
Right. And shooting to win this year?
Well, we always do, but I'd hate to have to be a judge and taste all these different pots and try to remember which one was which. Some of them, I'm sure, have a lasting effect from the heat or from the spices, but I think we got the best pot that we've ever had.
Well, since you guys are firemen, is yours hot from the heat or is it hot from the spices?
It's hot from the heat, and then it's got a little after effect.
Got a little kick to it. All right.
Well, you have to have something to make you remember it, and you'll remember ours.
Well, a family time here, huh?
Yes, it is.
What made the whole family want to get together and do this?
Well, we used to get sponsored by somebody else, and when we decided not to use them as a sponsor anymore, we just decided to sponsor ourselves as the family.
Well, it's got to be a fun thing for the family to do.
It is. It's something we look forward to every year.
You know, probably as a family growing up, there were times when you probably threatened to put one another in a stew pot.
well, there's still times like that.
That was my next question. What kind of stew do you have?
Chicken.
And any reason why you fixed chicken?
Well, it's just a traditional Hopkins County stew. So that's what always had, chicken stew.
Well, does the family have a secret family recipe?
No, we make it about different every year. We're trying to do something different to win it.
Well, that's the spirit. Thanks.
We have a policy here. We're the cooking cousins, and we come back here every year. Now, one year he is the chief. I'll be the chief next year, and last year I was again because of here. And we follow the chief's instructions. We don't put any salt, anything in it. We cut the vegetables the way he wants it, and that way it operates, and everybody's happy. One time we had a cousin that snuck around, was trying to put a whole bit of chili powder in. So after that, we made a rule.
Well,
Chief cook from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Jake.
Baton Rouge and originally from Birthright, and he's originally from Nelton, lives in Memphis, Tennessee now, so we come down every year for it.
All right, well, you guys have a long drive to get to cook stew.
But it's nice to come back home and meet all these nice people.
You've heard of the old thing about, you know, apples drop close to the tree. We're the part of the apples that drop in here.
Well, you guys fell a little further from the tree than most people.
We still come home. I have a little place down in Nelta. I come back and run the armadillo out periodically, but I mean, it's fun.
And
What's my name?
Jake Orr.
Yeah. A lot of tradition in Birthright for stews, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Anytime you have a get together, there's stew, you know. And in fact, Hopkins County period that way, you know, just about it.
Well, I have a feeling you guys are young enough to remember when schools had closing with the stew.
Right, that was great. You know, really a good community gathering.
even people went from community to community, didn't they?
Yeah. I never was at a school that had it, but I went to other schools. Took my leave of absence, from school.
Right. Checked out.
Stews in were good, but mainly because people were very hungry. Stew actually is better now because we have better spices and better cooks.
Well, back then it was kind of everybody bring what you had and.
The old rooster and whatever you could gather together.
Mostly chicken back then days, because everybody had chickens, in the country.
Right.
And so you just go out and kill you a couple of chickens and make the stew.
All right. Well, being a couple of good old stew cooks, I don't think either one of you probably worked as a chef during your life, did you?
No. I was a cook in the Air Force, though. Right. I mean, but that was wasn't saying much.
That was a few days ago, wasn't it?
I am a retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel, and I cook at home though mostly.
Well, when you've been in the military, you have to do that, don't you?
I want to cook.
I guess everybody is reflecting on military careers and times, especially this weekend, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Yes. Very sad. I hope we're not making a mountain out of a molehill, though.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Nice
Appreciate your time. All right. Well, who do we have here?
Ricky Godboat.
Broderick Godboat.
And y'all are cooking for him?
Challenge door and cola mix.
All right. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun for you guys today.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What are we cooking?
Chicken stew.
All right. Why did we choose chicken?
Well, that's what we do best.
There you go. How long have you been cooking stew?
Oh, about 6 years.
All right. Have you guys been on the winning end anytime lately?
Oh, well, this is our first time out here cooking. I've been cooking 6 years at home.
Okay. Well, that's all right. Enjoying that, I'm sure. What's the chances of winning today, Rick?
Well, I hope they're pretty good. We're hoping we got the win over here.
All right. Good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Good luck to y'all. Is this a extra taste testing that we're doing here?
This is an extra taste testing that we're getting right here.
Gotta make sure everything's just right.
There you go. Well, at least you're trusting a good taste test.
Yes, for respect. Yes.
Who are you guys representing here?
Contact Construction.
All right, and tell me your name.
My name is Melvin Clayton.
Keith Clayton.
All right. Well, and you guys been cooking stew long?
4th year.
4th year.
We won the beef last year.
All right. So what are we cooking today?
Beef.
So we're in the super stew end.
Yeah.
All right. So hoping to win again?
Hoping to win again.
Yep.
All right. Well, good luck, guys.
All right.
Thank y'all. How are y'all today?
Good.
Waiting on some stew?
Yes, sir.
All right. Where are we from?
Tyler.
And why did we drive up here today?
Those are kids up here.
Okay. Well, now there's a good excuse.
Yeah.
All right. Are they cooking stew today?
No.
No. They just said come on up and have a good time.
Well, our daughter's got a booth over here. She's selling drinks.
All right. So good opportunity to enjoy the stew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. How are you?
I'm up in Brashear, Texas.
Well, you had a long drive this morning.
Up there. Well, I'd nice to have a wife. She's 3 weeks ago. She's had a little. And she didn't get to make me a couple of years ago, so she has to go to make it over in Dallas. So I'd love to do that, but I get to wait and come see her by myself.
Well, I know you're going to have a good time today.
Well, I is. I bet I can. Thank you very much.
How are y'all?
Fine, how are you?
Standing in line for some stew?
You bet. It's the only thing going.
Are you excited about that?
Oh, yeah, every year.
Every year, huh?
My neighbors are always in it, so I always come out and eat stew.
All right, very good. All right. Hi, guys. Fine, how are y'all?
Doing great.
Good. Where are we from?
Sulphur Springs, right?
So nothing like coming out home and...
That's right. Just got to come back and get some stew. See everybody again.
It is kind of like the only chance everybody has to see their next door neighbor, isn't it?
That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Everybody stays so busy, but you get to see everybody when you come out somewhere like this. So.
Do you have some friends cooking?
No, we're just going to sample them all. We're going to try to hit as many pots as we possibly can.
And the Pepto-Bismol tonight.
That's exactly right.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Did y'all go back?
Oh. Scan down the.
Tell them hi.
Hello. Will you talk to me? How are you? What's your name? You don't want to talk to me, huh? How old are you? Can you tell me how old you are?
Tell them how old you are, sissy.
We're about to scare her. We're going to stop right now. Tell me your name.
Logan.
Logan. And how old are you, Logan? 4. All right, very good. And do you like Hopkins County Stew?
Yeah.
Do you get to eat Hopkins County Stew very often?
Yeah.
Yeah? Does your mom and dad fix Hopkins County Stew?
Yeah.
Not as good as they do, huh?
Well, have a fun day, Logan. What's your name?
Zachary.
Zachary. How old are you, Zachary?
4.
4. And do you like stew?
Yeah.
You do. Is that why you're here today?
No.
No? What are you here for today? Because Dad made you come?
No, my mama did.
All right. Thanks, guys. Looking good? Why? She just gets younger and younger. Well, she does, doesn't she?
Well, I don't know about that. How are you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Good.
Well, are we rebuilding? Yeah, we got the more unique group of judges that we have here, I'm sure.
Long drive.
It's just fun. A lot of fun. A lot of good stew. And it's debatable.
And Donna, have you run into anything yet that you want to not serve in the hospital?
No, everything's pretty good. Everything's pretty good, but there are a few that have been very, very good.
Okay, well that's good. Now what do you guys judge?
Chicken.
Chicken. So you guys get to judge the original Hopkins County stuff.
Exactly.
That's it.
No, I had enough.
That's good. Donna, this is no rodeo.
No, it isn't. Chicken's a little different than beef, but it's good.
Well, they did move you into the wrong category, didn't they?
That's all right. We ride the beef and eat the chicken.
Well, are you finding the stew tasty?
It's really tasty. Most of them are really good.
Now how do you what do you use to get the taste of one stew out before you start with the next one?
Cheese, crackers, and water.
Does that work?
Clears your palate.
All right, very good. All right. and what wine would you suggest with this stew?
Red.
Game this morning?
Got something on your lip. Fix that and we'll talk.
I got it.
There you go. Did you get that? All right, good. Well, guys, looks like this is chicken stew, or that's awfully white beef.
It's actually pork bellies, but well.
Well, since they can't trade them.
You don't want to trade this, no.
Well, now is this just regular, or is this super stew?
We have no clue.
We don't know.
You're just.
It's no lead. This one's no lead.
This one doesn't have a kick?
No, no kick.
Does some of it have a kick?
We had one or two. That's it. That's all. You know, nothing.
Nothing?
No sweat. Yeah. You know, you need to break a sweat.
That's going to be the winner.
That's going to be the winner.
Very good. Thanks, guys.
They're having too much fun over there.
We'll go get them in a minute. You ready?
Yeah.
Found anything that you want to serve at the jail yet?
Oh yeah, there's good stew in there.
What are you judging?
We were the super beef or super stew, and then but it was good all the way through.
Who's assisting you here with your judging? Well, Bob, obviously the campaign's not going well.
Well, they brought me in because I'm a physician. And if anybody drops over, then I'll take care of them. But everybody's sitting and smiling, so I think everything's good.
Well, it's good to have a doctor doing the judging.
Yeah, I think they needed one by law. I think
to protect the rest of them.
Protect the rest of them and everything. This is wonderful, though. We're having a great time. Everything really tasted good. So
good. Excuse me. How are you? Hey, Mark. What's up?
Shoot, man, I'm just loving life right now.
Enjoying the stew?
Absolutely. There's just every year I do this, it just seems to get harder and harder because there's some fabulous stews that come through this contest.
Well, at least you're getting to be quite a connoisseur of Hopkins County stew.
Absolutely, and proud to be so.
You know, with all the judging of food that you have to do and all the other things that you, because of your position, you shall we say, get roped into? It's got to be quite a unique life.
It has very well. The only thing that I guess the only problem for me is my belt keeps getting smaller.
I understand. All right, thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey! Yeah.
Let's get the chief here.
Hold on a second.
Make up. God, you can tell he's a pro at this, can't you?
You ain't worth nothing, so get the camera off today. Please.
Well, Chief, need to arrest any cooks today?
No, everybody's done really well. I've been very pleased. And my friends here at this table, including Monica, are having a good time judging. And I like to thank everyone for coming out.
Monica, is it hard to keep the judges focused?
Oh, yeah. About to drive me crazy.
Well, it's got to be good food.
Yes, it is. My friends and I here at this table, we're trying to find which one we really liked. Then we're going, after it's over, go to that campsite.
We're going to rush the side.
Yes, sir.
Right. What have you guys been judging?
We're judging beef.
All right. Barris, you've got to be an expert at beef.
Well, I guess you could say that.
Are you enjoying it?
It's great. I'm enjoying myself. Having a lot of fun with the guys here.
I can imagine. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Jeff, big day.
This is a great day. I tell you what, our volunteers, Jimmy, have done a super job getting ready for this year's stew contest. We have 103 contestants this year. I think 105 or 6 is the all-time record. The weather, actually, even though it's a little misty, it's cool. It's a great day for a stew contest, and we're really excited.
It's a great day for stew, period, isn't it?
It is a great day for stew, period. And with all that's happened this week, it's kind of nice for everybody to be able to be in one place together, encouraging each other. I saw our firemen over here who are doing a stew pot. They have a memorial set up. We've got folks out here selling T-shirts to go to the New York City Fund. It's really good for us, I think, to be together today.
Well, and the crowd is pretty good, all things considered.
Oh, it is great. You know, I know attendance has been across the nation, been down at outside activities or football games or whatever, but I think this has been an extremely good crowd today with the circumstances we've had this week, and I think it's going to build as the next couple hours goes on. More and more folks are going to come out. They realize the weather's okay, and I think it's going to be a great crowd.
103 stew pots this year. Everybody's got to be excited about that.
We are. A lot of hard work. I wanted to tell you, Lonnie Fox has kind of been in charge this year on our chamber. He and Billy Sam and Pam Harder and the whole crew of our chamber have worked so hard, and you're seeing the results of their work right now.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it.
It's been a great day. It's been nice and cool. I really want to thank Lonnie Fox for his incredible efforts in making this stew contest a great success. I'd like to this time give Lonnie and all the volunteers a great round of applause. Let's give them a great round of applause. And at this time, we're going to turn over the award ceremony to Lonnie Fox.
Howdy, and I'd like to thank Jeff Harris. He's in charge of weather today. Don't y'all think he did a pretty good job? Except for you that were here real early. Okay, this is what we've all been waiting for. We're going to announce the winners, and then we're going to auction it off later.
Stay for pictures after this.
There's somebody in the back saying they can't hear me. How many fingers do I have up? Yeah, you can hear me. Can you turn it up? Okay, how's that? All right. Okay, the beef category, third place. VFW post 8560 is the sponsor. Tom Miller and Red Roper, the cooks. As you cooks come up to get your prizes, please hang around. We want to take a group picture. You guys hang around, would you? They want another bar, Holmes. There you go. You guys hang around. We want to take a picture. Beef second place.
Just wait right there on the side.
Beef second place, sponsor Guarantee Bank. Cooks Paula Murray and Deanna Spataro.
Y'all have your pie of stew too?
In first place, beef, Sulphur Springs Vision Center. Ronald Wills and Gene Swatzel are the cook.
Great job, guys. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank y'all. That's East County Cattle Company. East County Cattle Company is what it's called. East County Cattle Company? On the beef?
When? On the beef first place? Yeah. Wasn't Sulphur Springs Vision Center?
Well, it's all the same.
It's all the same?
Okay, thank y'all. Hang around for a minute while I group here.
Is that all right? Yeah. All right. Thanks, Corey. Okay, we've got 3 honorable mentions in the beef. First, Feeder Supply. You guys do it. There we go. Dottie Green and Pam. Another honorable mention, Howard Stevens Jr. is the sponsor. We have Howard Stevens and Shirley Clayton as cooks.
Well, you just get
The third beef honorable mention, Buckley Trucking. Dewey Meacham and Tony Anglin are the cooks. These guys take a group picture and then leave, and we want to follow them. All the pictures, y'all. Thank you. Really good. Really good. Thank y'all. Everybody please remember to hang around for a group picture, okay? Okay, now the chicken category. Third place, Guarantee Bank. Sherry Jennings and Vonna Womack are the cooks. Oh, really?
Go sell this. Go sell this. You better tell them what the fish do.
Okay, we're about to sell that third place. Was that chicken? Third place chicken stew. We're going to go ahead and sell the stew as we announce the winner of each category. We're going to go ahead and sell the stew at that time. That way we won't lose our crowd. So y'all just hang in there.
We got this whole first group.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Now is the time to buy some quarts of this stew and raise some money for the organization. All right, we're selling the third place chicken stew. All right, how much bid for it? $100 bill. 110, 120, 120, 120, 150, 175, 175, $175, $200, 175, $200, 175, $200, 2 and a quarter, 225, 225, 225, 225, anybody, 225. 225, 225, sold it for $200. That is Willis Gold and Diamonds. Willis Gold and Diamonds. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, we can go ahead and auction off the
You can save your money, spend your money. $375, $375, out of that, $375, $375, $375, $375, $350. That'll be Hall Oil Company. Hall Oil Company. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
All right, we're caught up now. Here we go. All right, chicken, second place. Comfort Sweets. Are you out there? Lynn Mills and Charles Vaughn, the cooks. There they are. You guys be sure and stick around for the picture now.
Second place.
Second place chicken. Second place chicken. Here we go.
All right, let's sell the.
All right, first place chicken. The Furniture Barn. I don't think there's anybody from the Furniture Barn here. So somebody. Congratulations. Robin Wells and Donna Reed.
Stay around here, please. Hold on back. All right, now here you are at the first place chicken. First place chicken. All right, what'll be that bit? $250, $250. All right, it's Chad Cable, Doug Fronenberger, Mike Laurie, Litzker, Rutherford, Byer, and Friday, the Johnson Law Firm, Powers Blunt, and Greg Price. They all go together to pay that. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Okay, now we have honorable mention in the chicken category. First honorable mention is Alliance Bank. Patricia Dorner and Katie Patterson are the cooks. Second one is J. Darrell Dowdy, MD. Angie Starrett and Todd Tinsley are the cooks. And then Temple Trailer Sales. Martha Hurd and Judy Temple's cooks. Y'all hang around for a picture now. Honorable mention chicken. Campsite you got. All right, next award is the Campsite Costume Award. There we go. These guys are dressed up a little out here. First place is the Hopkins County Law Enforcement Association. Pinky Cooper and Jim Wright.
What'd I tell y'all? What did I tell you guys? I told you guys y'all were going to do it. Yes, later. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, honorable mention in that category, Sulphur Springs Coca-Cola and FEC Electric. Okay, in the Super Stew category, or Super Campsite Costume, Fuller's Towing and Recovery. John Chester and Tony Harris. Honorable mention, Grocery Supply, Teresa Stapleton and Nancy Bolton. Okay, and last but not least, the best of the best, the Super Stew category, M&W Feed and Fertilizer Service. Charlie Charles and Mary Charles cooks.
All right, here's your last opportunity to buy stew. This is the Super Stew right here. This is Granddaddy Ball. All right, here we go. They're going to need $500 for it. Yeah, 500, 550, 550, $600, $650, $700, $750, $800, $850, $950, $950, $1,000, $10 and a quarter, $10 and a quarter, $10 and a quarter, $1,000 and a quarter, $1,000, $10 and a quarter, $1,000 and a quarter, $10 and a quarter, $10 and a quarter, anybody get $1,000 and a quarter, $10 and a quarter, $10 and a quarter, 1,000, 10 and a quarter, 10 and a quarter, 10 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter. Sold it for $1,000. That's goes to the Silver Springs clearinghouses here in town that's put together the banks. That's Alliance Bank, City National Bank, Jefferson Heritage, and the Garrity Bank. They all go together and buy the Super Stew for $1,000. We appreciate that.
Hey, we'd like to thank all of you guys for coming out to the 31st annual Hopkins County Stew Contest. We've done it for one more year. We'd like to thank all the sponsors and all you guys for coming out and eating stew. Just a reminder, all the winners stick around for a picture. Hey guys, it's not over. There's still more stew. Yonder way. They said there's a lot of stew left. Thank y'all. See you next year.
Well, again, you guys just keep bringing home the winning.
This is the first time in 4 years.
It's nice to know we haven't lost our rabbit's foot.
There you go.
Surprised us.
Well, obviously, y'all are out here every year, and you seem to have so much fun with these.
Well, we make a good pot of stew.
You're a good team, that's what it is. It's a husband-wife team.
And you've been a team for how long?
56 years.
This is the 8th year that we won. We've been cooking 21 and gone 8. I think that's good.
That winning more than 25%, you're doing really good.
And our son has sponsored us each year, M&W Feed, Ronnie Charles, which we were real proud of.
Well, we're humble winners.
I appreciate it.